In a significant legal development, the Supreme Court on Thursday stated certain provisions of the controversial Waqf law, including the inclusion of non-Muslims in Waqf boards and councils. This decision came after the law, effective on April 8th, sparked nationwide protests and unrest, including deadly violence in West Bengal's Murshidabad district. The Chief Justice-led bench also ordered that Waqf by user provision should not be denotified until the next hearing on May 5. The centre assured no appointments to Waqf boards would be made and the status of Waqf properties would remain unchanged. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta criticized the interim stay as a serious and harsh step. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee sought assistance from the central government in handling the violence in West Bengal. She urged Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah to take control of the law and order situation in the state. Meanwhile, the West Bengal police formed a 9-member special investigation team led by the DIG of Murshidabad range to investigate the violence in the region. A day after Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee referred to UP CM Yogi Adityanath as the biggest bhogi, BJP spokesperson Rakesh Tripathi dismissed her comments as baseless and praised Uttar Pradesh for maintaining a riot-free record. The BJP West Bengal Chief Shubhendu Adhikari also expressed gratitude to Yogi Adityanath, the NHRC and NCW for taking note of the lawlessness in Bengal. Earlier, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath had strongly criticized the West Bengal government over the violence in Murshidabad, describing the state as burning and its Chief Minister silent. In a strong reprimand, the Supreme Court sharply criticized the Telangana government for the rapid and unauthorized deforestation of 100 acres in Kancha Gachibowli, adjacent to Hyderabad Central University. The bench, comprising Justices B.R. Gavai and A.G. Masih, condemned the large-scale destruction and demanded an immediate action plan to restore the forest and protect displaced wildlife, including endangered species. The court issued a stern warning of possible jail time for top officials, including the Chief Secretary, if a detailed restoration strategy is not submitted by May 15th. After being named in the Delhi excise policy charge sheet last year, AAP leader Durgesh Pathak now faces fresh scrutiny as the CBI raided his residence on Thursday, just days after his appointment as Gujarat co-in-charge ahead of the 2027 elections. The raid follows a case registered on Wednesday over alleged violations of the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. Pathak, a key strategist within the party, had earlier been questioned by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with the excise policy case that also names Arvind Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia and others. ED's remand plea had alleged kickbacks from South Group for policy gains. After over 4 years of strained relations following the 2020 standoff at the line of actual control, India and China are nearing an agreement to resume the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. This significant pilgrimage, suspended since 2020 due to COVID-19 and the border tensions, is now set to restart as part of a broader effort to normalize bilateral ties. Following a key disengagement agreement in October 2024, Prime Minister Modi and President Xi Jinping reaffirmed their commitment to resolving the border dispute and revitalizing mechanisms for cooperation. Following the April 7 ruling that cancelled over 25,000 appointments in Bengal schools over large-scale fraud in 2016 recruitment process, the Supreme Court today permitted untainted assistant teachers to continue teaching until a fresh recruitment is completed. Emphasizing that students must not suffer, the court directed the Bengal School Service Commission to publish recruitment advertisements by May 31st and conclude the selection process by December 31. This relief, however, does not extend to tainted candidates or non-teaching group C and D staff. A replica of the Srivilliputturu temple, Gopuram, placed atop M. Kalainar Karunanidhi's memorial at Marina Beach in Chennai, has sparked a heated political controversy in Tamil Nadu. The BJP has accused the ruling DMK of disrespecting Hindu sentiments. Tamil Nadu BJP Vice President Narayan Tirupati strongly condemned the move, describing it as an insult to Hindu beliefs. BJP leaders including K. Annamalai and Naina Nagendran echoed this criticism, demanding both an apology from the DMK and the removal of the Gopuram. Repeating its ignorant overture, Pakistan once again raised the issue of Jammu Kashmir. In recent remarks, Pakistani Army Chief General Asim Munir called Jammu Kashmir Pakistan's jugular vein. Slamming Pakistan Army Chief's comments, New Delhi on Thursday said that how anything foreign can be in a jugular vein. While reiterating that Jammu Kashmir is an integral part of India, New Delhi also urged Pakistan to hand over the illegally occupied territories, referring to Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. In a major escalation against elite academic institutions, the Trump administration has asked the Internal Revenue Service to revoke Harvard University's tax-exempt status, citing its failure to address campus anti-Semitism. This follows a Justice Department review of Harvard's federal contracts and grants amid rising concerns over anti-Semitic incidents at US universities. President Trump criticized Harvard online, accusing it of spreading hate and failing students. The Education Department is reviewing $255 million in contracts and nearly $9 billion in grants. The Internal Revenue Service decision is pending. In a sharp escalation of the Trump versus Harvard University conflict, the US administration warned on Wednesday that the university could lose its privilege to enroll international students if it refuses to comply with government demands for political oversight. The Department of Homeland Security issued a statement declaring that Harvard's non-compliance with reporting requirements could result in the university being barred from enrolling foreign students. Former President Trump intensified his criticism, accusing Harvard of fostering a radical left environment and threatening to revoke its non-profit tax status. Meanwhile, Harvard has firmly rejected these demands. In a blatant violation of international humanitarian law, Ukraine paraded Chinese prisoners of war, exposing their identities to the media. This follows China's denial of its nationals' involvement in the Ukraine war, despite Ukrainian President Zelensky's claims that 155 Chinese citizens fought for Russia. Two were captured in Donetsk. Despite the Geneva Conventions prohibiting such exposure, Zelensky authorized the act to challenge China's denial. The prisoners cited financial hardship as a key reason for joining, while China reaffirms its neutrality in the conflict. Following US President Donald Trump's sweeping tariff hikes last week that shook global markets, Chinese President Xi Jinping is presenting Beijing as a source of stability in Southeast Asia. During his regional tour, Xi Jinping pledged broader market access for Malaysia and Vietnam, encouraging Chinese companies to invest in Malaysia and inviting more Malaysian agricultural products into China. In Kuala Lumpur, he met with Malaysia's King and Prime Minister, highlighting cooperation in green technology and artificial intelligence. Following Prime Minister Narendra Modi's landmark US visit in February, US Vice President J.D. Vance will travel to India next week on April 21st with his Indian origin wife Usha Chilukuri Vance and their 3 children. The Ministry of External Affairs and the White House confirmed Wednesday. During the 4-day visit, partly official in Delhi and partly private in Agra and Jaipur, Mr. Vance will meet PM Modi and is expected to launch the Trust Tech Partnership. Before India, the Vice President's delegation will visit Rome and the Vatican. The visit aims to strengthen bilateral ties and advance shared geopolitical and economic goals. India is on the verge of finalizing a defense deal with Vietnam for the sale of the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile just months after successfully delivering the same system to the Philippines. Negotiations are in their final stage with a $700 million agreement expected shortly. Vietnam intends to acquire the BrahMos coastal battery system similar to the one purchased by the Philippines. With a range of 290 kilometers, the missile will significantly strengthen Vietnam's maritime defense, enabling it to counter Chinese warships in the South China Sea. This follows the Philippines' $375 million deal in 2022, which marked BrahMos' first international sale. In a historic milestone for the Royal College of Physicians, Mumtaz Patel, a second-generation British Indian woman, has been elected as its 123rd president. Since the RCP's establishment in 1518, only 3 women have held the position, making Patel the 4th and first of the Indian descent. A consultant nephrologist based in Manchester, Patel triumphed in the recent election, securing 2,239 votes, the highest turnout over 2 decades. Deeply committed to advancing diversity, equity, and inclusion in medicine. Following recent escalation sparked by Hamas rocket attacks, Israeli airstrikes have intensified across Gaza as part of sustained counterterrorism efforts. On Wednesday, Israel launched precise strikes in Gaza City and Khan Yunis, resulting in the deaths of at least 11 people, according to Gaza's Civil Defense Agency. Meanwhile, Israel maintains that these actions are necessary responses to persistent security threats and are aimed at dismantling terrorist infrastructure concealed within civilian areas. Earlier calling Elon Musk extraordinary and declaring there's no stopping Elon Musk, Russian President Vladimir Putin again pressed the Tesla CEO during a speech at Bauman University in Moscow. He compared Musk to legendary Soviet rocket engineer Sergei Korolev, admiring his mass ambitions and rare visionary drive. Putin said such people are rare, but their bold ideas often become reality. Referring to Neuralink, he called Musk smart and urged others to find common ground, reaffirming global recognition of his brilliance. In the IPL match of 2025, Mumbai Indians will face Sunrisers Hyderabad at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. The match is set to begin at 7:30 p.m. This encounter marks the 24th meeting between the two teams, with MI leading their head-to-head record with 13 wins out of 23 matches. Fans expect an exciting clash as both teams seek victory. In a thrilling IPL 2025 clash at the Arun Jaitley Stadium, Delhi Capitals defeated Rajasthan Royals in the first super over. Both teams tied at 188, setting up a dramatic finish. Mitchell Starc, who defended 9 runs in the final over, bowled brilliantly in the super over, conceding just 11 runs. Key runs outs of Hetmeyer and Parag shifted momentum.